All right. Shut that. All right. Welcome. Welcome, people of YouTube. We are here live on a sunny Portland morning. Well, late morning here on the West Coast, already afternoon on the East Coast to all my East Coast friends. And I hope, thank you. Thank you for tuning in or watching the recording. We're just here to work on some art, and you're going to see a bit of my process. You're going to have a chance to work on whatever you want to work on and ask me questions about my process or about whatever you're working on. Let's get through whatever hurdles you're facing in your creative challenges and your creative projects together. So, in honor of the full moon, I would like to start with a card pull. We're gonna pull a card from I have a Moonology Oracle deck. Feels appropriate because it's always interesting to see what moons might come through. There's a lot we can tell from all cycles of the moon. And I think that pulling a card can help guide our session with whoever shows up. This is for whoever shows up, whoever watches this. Take what speaks to you and leave the rest for someone else. All right. Calling in the elements of fire, water, air, space, earth, on all four directions, north, east, south, west. And we're calling in all the ancestors that want to be here with us. And the goddess and the gods and all the ones, whatever source that you speak to. All right. What will guide our creative session today? Om. 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 I pulled the blue moon. Yep, pulled the blue moon. Just like we're going through today. All right. Believe in the impossible is the message for this blue moon. Whether that's someone you never thought you could forgive. These full moons are a great time to forgive who you need forgiving, whether that's yourself or someone who really hurts you. You don't need to forgive them you don't need to condone their actions, but you do need to, it will help you to live a freer life, to forgive them for your sake so that you can move on and be firmer in whatever boundaries you need to hold, but also gentle. So we're believing in the impossible, and it's kind of perfect for this project because this is a poster design that I was trying to get ready for an event here like in April, and it's still not done. But I have since talked to the professional friend, thank you, Weston, that is in charge of this group or has kind of about this project. with a group called ICPDX. And he's like, well, you still don't have enough poster designs. So I'm still working on this because I think it's a cool idea and I like where I'm going with it. So let's see how far we get with it. The brief, I could maybe pull it up better here. It's with ICPDX, and the goal, yeah, so you can kind of see where I'm going for here. They'll be like, we'll see if I actually get placed, but they want to, they called for artists to design posters of how they see Portland. This is a really cool one that someone did. It looks like, lots of outdoors, and I guess the idea is you can walk around and it's kind of like a virtual art tour. And then there'll be a QR code so you can buy the poster if you're called to it. So it can be a fun way to find some new art for your walls. If you have some blank walls that could use some Portland inspired art. So that's what we're working on. I took that and was like, well, we gotta add some roses because it's the rose city. And our roses are blooming right now. It's rose season. That's why this is all in perfect timing. And my younger self would think that this being placed on a billboard in this way would be totally out of reach. And it is a little, I might not still, but we're believing in it because I might. So, and really, worst case, I'll have it available on my own art shop if you like this design, and we'll promote in other ways. But we're believing in the impossible today. And of course, I added the St. John's Bridge because that's everyone's favorite bridge. I mean, that's my favorite bridge. I have some extra connections there with an art studio space, makerspace, below it. So I've gotten some really good views of it. And then, we gotta add some greenery. These are plants that I found in friends' yards, house sitting. We got some ferns. Might need a little more work on these ferns. There's lots of ferns around. And yeah, and then a highlight on, because I am a lettering artist, the lettering. So let's see where we are today. Okay, let me check, see if anybody. Nope. Okay. All right. Um. Oh, my doggy wanted to come say hi. Yep. Gotta say hi to the doggies. Okay, so it's been a minute since I worked on this because I've had some things. So I'm gonna do a little bit of layer management. Okay, those are the ferns. Wait, oh, we want that showing again. Or those are the, forget what plant those are. They aren't roses. Maybe they are. I don't know. We got ferns. Where? Okay, there's the text. Okay. We're gonna go, wow, I didn't even get to finish this since the last one. I know, I've skipped the last two, or the last full moon and the last new moon streams. And that's because I did try. I had some service, but I was on a road trip down the West Coast for a while, for a couple weeks, to end up with some family in San Diego for a weekend. And I saw lots of other family along the way, and we did our best at doing a digital nomad adventure. I got some work done and I did not get any streams done. So, but we're back now and it's quite the moon to come back on. It's a blue moon. And I still think it's worth working on this. Wouldn't you agree? So yeah, tell me, friends, what are you working on? What can I help you with? What would help make this experience that much better? Oh, there's some. Yes, love that. I have a chat comment here that says, I don't believe anything is impossible. So that's hard. Perfect. It's a great place to be in. Yeah. What even is impossible when you don't believe anything's impossible? It's awesome. It's a great mindset. Love that. Let's remember that. Love that. Come on. Okay. And I'm gonna do my best at reading the chat, but I'm still getting used to flipping between actually drawing and the chat. Two different chats right now. So apologies if I'm a little late on anything. Work with me here. All right. I do like these little, so maybe we'll add them to these tops. I like these little ends. Ooh, okay. So I'm gonna probably do that a little differently. Oh yeah, getting used to some slightly different fresco controls. Okay. Anybody else on here watching use Fresco, Adobe Fresco, or are you all Procreate or pen, old-fashioned, beautiful, not really even old-fashioned. I love using, oh, she got kicked off. Okay. All right. Welcome back. Welcome back. Ooh. Okay. Let's see. So, it's a little weird doing this in silence, but I am still figuring out the best way to offer music with the right permissions. So it just takes a little more planning on my part that I have not done. So if anybody has suggestions of music they'd like me to share, what, like, basically the question to you is what kind of music, or is silence best for you, when you're connecting to your creative flow? What music, what sounds? Maybe it's a sound healing thing, certain hertz. And I'll do some research on this too, but since we're here, I'd love to get your feedback on what inspires you as you're connecting to source, your creative source, your creative flow. That is my question to you, friend. Ooh, I love that. Upbeat music without lyrics. Yes, yes. Agreed. Agreed. It's good. Yes. Yeah, I agree. Something upbeat without too many words to get distracted by. I love that. You're one of my music friends, so I knew you had a good answer there. Thanks, Joe. Um, okay. All right, all right. We're coming along with this lettering. Just barely any. We're adding little, tiny little serifs to kind of make to the points. And we're creative, so we're have this pen kind of makes it look even more like a pen, but maybe it looks more like a fountain pen now, or a little bit flattened pencil is what the serifs add, because we're using these pencils um, as we create together. Oh, that. Okay. Oh, I have a love-hate relationship with the undo button. Don't know how you all feel about the undo button. If you, this is why I still like to create with paper, because then I'll create on paper and I'll know how much I've been creating digitally, because how often do I reach for that undo button? Um, and then you're like, oh no, actually, I have to get creative with how I made that mistake. And it's good practice with how to fix that mistake. And I have to do some internal work to see, maybe that was a mistake. Maybe that's how it was always designed to be. Um, yeah, and that's a good ego process to go through. Oh, that's what happened. This is why I like to use sleeves, because I'll find sometimes my hand. Okay, now I don't know what you're. I didn't even touch it and it was switch. Okay. Other doggy wants to say hi. Hi, Leafy. Yeah, hi. Okay. What do we got? I think we need to work on this creative spacing a little bit. Okay, we're gonna take that off. And then, all right, how about I go through with a red pencil and be like, maybe I need to make this a little narrower. And one thing that's helpful is to not work in outlines. Aw, I love having my These cute dogs are so cute. Oh, hi, hi, baby, hi. Hi, you want to say hi? You want to say hi? Hi. Yes, he's a lap dog. The brief interruption. Oh, hold on. I Do you guys have animal supports? It feels really good to have animal supports. I know you do in the chat. Uh, Anybody else watching? What? Oh, you're probably hungry because Dad hasn't fed you yet, and I didn't feed you before this. Okay. Just wait. Just wait a little bit. Okay. Let me text real quick. Cool. All right. So yeah, I want to make that a little narrower, I think. This G maybe can be a little smaller. And do we do that? That's what we didn't do that and comes in handy. Or do we end it like that? No idea. To give you a sense of what that G is actually looking like. Oh, maybe it's there. And then actually, that's like that. Oh, wrong layer. Wrong layer. Okay. That's the thing about digital drawing. It's easy to get in the flow and forget which layer you're on. At least for me. I don't know. The learning process. Have to have a lot of grace with myself for that. Those are the kind of mistakes that can happen. Okay. What? What? You got outside. I think I know. I know. I asked. I asked. I asked. Oh, no. Why? Oh, I know. I know. What? What? He's being very loud. He needs something. I asked for some support, but I don't know if I'm going to get it, so I might need to take a little bit of a break. Um, you can see some color. Yeah, you can. Okay, fair, fair. That's fair. Yeah, okay, I'll keep using the red pencil. That's probably better. All right. Yeah, for those of you who are joining on my phone, that is good to know. Yes. Okay. Yeah, we'll do some red and then we'll fill it in with ink with like some darker pen. Okay. All right. So, cool. We'll just keep going with this. Okay, this E I'm pretty happy with. Already, so we'll just Little pencil serifs. Okay. This T might need to be a bit thinner. And then we can also okay, and then that also means this H needs to be a bit thinner. Kind of like that. Add our little serifs. And then, okay, this E I'm pretty happy with, so we're gonna keep it a little bit. Get our little pencil serifs. And then we're gonna move this R over just a bit. So I'm gonna start this. Yeah. Okay. Actually, it's lunchtime. Is anyone else making some lunch right now? Are you getting ready to make some lunch? Some food for yourself? Oh, I know. I know, I know, I know. Just give me a minute. Huh? Give me a minute. Or go ask Dad. Can you go ask Dad? Someone's shedding. Someone's shedding. We have your appointment for next week. It's true. Yes. You're not the husky, but you know how to use your voice. It's true. Okay. All right. What do we got? Okay. Oh, I'm just realizing something. Okay, that G uses that top line, but E doesn't really enough. And this T also doesn't really enough. Curious question on a technical level. Does anyone else use these JBL headphones? Over the ear headphones? They seem pretty popular. They don't seem to have enough. I'm realizing the the benefit of the really cushy, having really cushy headphones at the top here. Some more cushion at the top here. Because these do not have that cushion, and when I wear them for, I guess it hasn't even really been an hour, I start to get a headache. Does anyone else realize the benefit, almost like the need for more cushion with these over-the-ear headphones? Do you have headphone suggestions? Or do you just use earbuds? I'm a woman with ear piercings, so earbuds, I have a tragus piercing even, so earbuds don't always fit my ears well, and also I feel like I have kind of weird ears, so. Though I did hear of a good brand recently that someone likes that might work. Yeah, curious if any of you. Oh, hi, Sar. I just noticed you were in the chat. Thanks for joining. Cool. Good morning to you too. Good morning. It's barely morning. Okay. Yep, my dog is whining because I did not let him out, but I did not feed him before, and he is looking forward to some food after this. He's being very loud. The girl dog's being very patient. Well, maybe she just went to complain to dad, but he's insisting on being with mom. He's been a bit of my German Shepherd boy has been a bit of a mama's boy lately. I don't know that I love that, so I need to fix that still. Need to go. Okay, so we got together. Done. Let's see. How is that looking? The width looks maybe still a little bit off. Maybe I made this T a little bit. But possibly closer. Okay. I'm gonna go back to this grid piece again and add one more line. Oof. All right. Fresco moved. Oh. The drawing aids. There we go. That's oh. More drawing aids. That is new from Fresco. It's not just a ruler. You can have some circ. That could really help some of these letter shapes. Let's start with this. Yeah, I think I need to be more strict on that, some of these drawing lines. So, because they're kind of going over, and so we're gonna reinforce that. And then go back up here. Possessive dogs. Maybe he's being a little bit possessive. He cares about me. He cares about me a lot. He just likes to be close to his mama, which is funny because he also has a very deep bond with his dad. And um, okay, switch back to red. He's hungry. He's a hungry dog right now, I think is what he's trying to say. Go tell dad. We'll be done soon. I let him out, but I didn't get a chance to feed them before getting on here. Oh, hi, Anicia joined. Good to see you. Thanks. Yeah, glad you can see it. Cool. What are you up to this morning? Yes. Can you hear? Anicia knows these dogs. Can you hear Leaf being a loud boy? They're hungry puppies. It's like, yes, hi. Okay, and maybe you'll hear more because I might just disconnect these headphones. To hurt my head. Oh, so I'm just gonna go with my computer mic for a minute. Oh, better. I can think. Also, for those of you joining late, we pulled a card this morning on this full blue moon, and you wanna, yeah, right? They really can be vocal. The card we pulled this morning, it was the blue moon card, and the message is believe in the impossible. Which, if you don't believe in the impossible, what are you believing in? Mhm. What feels impossible? What do other people say is impossible? Might be, is there anyone that is telling you something can't be done and you're like, of course it can be done. I know how to do it. You might think it's impossible, but that's because it's not yours to do. What feels like that in your life? Okay. Um, oh, I keep running the wrong one. They really can. Okay. All right. So we're gonna make this C just a little bit smaller. This might be a bit of trial and error to get it fully right. Oh, maybe this is where I can use this drawing aid. circle drawing aid now that they have like cool. All right. And then we'll did that work? Oh, dang it. I think it got switched to eraser on me. I don't know why. There's been like kind of a weird glitch. Okay. All right. Cool. Thanks, Fresco, for adding more drawing aids. All right. That's really gonna. So we can start there. Headphones designed for torture. Yeah, seriously. Give these headphones to your enemies or the people that you don't care about deeply. Exactly. Exactly. It's good. It's good. That's why I love you, Sart. Um, okay. This is where maybe I just need to. I think that C is still not quite perfect because, oh, but you know what I can do? I'm still hesitant to do that. Yeah, I think I might still do it anyway. We'll just turn that opacity layer down a bit. Now we can see where we're at. Okay. Cool. Oh, and like, ugh. Yes, I know, I know. Soon, I know. We'll get off soon. Can you go bug dad? No, he's not listening. Dog language. Dog language. I know. Arrows or Leaf totally had a since Anisia's on the call, had a moment when we were walking by your house. And he was like, "Can we go see Arrows?" He's like he really wants to see his boy. And we were like, but oh, someone's at our front door. I'm gonna let my husband get that, but I'm really kind of curious who that is. Because we never get visitors that we don't expect. But it's Sunday, maybe it's a neighbor. Maybe it's is that you, Anisia? Oh, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well said, Sartoris. Don't give up. Oh, thank you. He got the message. Okay.
Did you get breakfast?
No.
He says he did.
Well, no, I thought he's been telling me that he didn't. Give me a minute, guys.
He's going to eat.
He's been telling me he didn't get breakfast. He's outside.
No. It's your fruits.
Okay. Oh, knees. Yeah, it's okay. I know you guys are busy. We'll get nice. I'm glad you're finding some good. I'm glad you have some daycare options for when you guys are really busy. Ha, yeah, right. Bagel sounds really good. Yes. And yes, this is your reminder to eat too. Let's help each other nourish ourselves. Bagels are always good breakfasts. I even love that the coffee shop on the corner, all of their bagels are just gluten-free. That's just how it is. This is why I love being in Portland. I can still have my treats. And even if you're not like actually gluten sensitive or like allergic, which I even have a cousin who works on a wheat farm and is allergic. Oh, the way he's told me about how hard the things he goes through to harvest that wheat. Oh, feels so bad. Like, wow, that's some service, right? That's some service and dedication. Um, I think he's getting close to retirement, hopefully. I don't know how close he really is, but might still be a few years out, but it is farm life. Um, Boland totally spoiled us. Ah, exactly. Exactly. We're all on the same page with the food front. Cold coffee. I don't know if that's quite the food group, but we can call it one for now. We can call it the breakfast food group. Yeah. Wait, sorry, I lost it. What sounds worse than the torture headphones? Coffee without food? Oh wait, we want to pay more attention to this. This is gonna be trickier. Mm. Okay, note this. No, because these aren't really full circles. So I'm still going to. Oh, not working on a weed. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. Working on a weed farm with a gluten allergy. Exactly. I don't know if he's a masochist, but it definitely sounds like torture to me. Yeah. Exactly. Um, all right, I'm gonna be on here a little longer, but then all this food talk is making me hungry. I'm gonna try and finish at least this word, one layer of this word. Mm. Trying to challenge myself to use the eraser tool when I can. More than the undo button. Okay. Eraser tool can be used here. Just gonna. Thanks for tuning in, sir. It was good to see you. Yeah. I do want to read this actual. Oh, before I leave, I'll read this Blue Moon guidebook. Let's see, what is this? So we know what we did, believe in the impossible. Oh, I put my iPad down and it did that. Okay, before I leave, let's see what what the guidebook has to say about this blue moon. We know that nothing is impossible and that it's a good time to forgive. What is this? Yasmin Boland is the astrologist that came up with this. And the artwork, the artist on these cards, since this is a creative stream, and it is one of my goals. This is to create my own card deck, so I like to appreciate the artists of the card decks that I buy or receive. And the artist of this one is Nyx Rowan, probably a UK artist because Yasmin is UK based. So I'm going to read this before we part ways to end our stream today. So get cozy and get ready. As the saying goes, some things happen only once in a blue moon. In other words, hardly ever. Drawing this card suggests you're about to get a rare chance, and that something one-off could well be about to happen. This card is a very positive sign if you felt like you're hoping for too much or asking too much of the universe. Whatever you're asking about, well, it might only happen once in a blue moon, but it can happen. However, this rare opportunity before you, it's important that you believe in it. If you convince yourself that whatever you're asking about can never go in your favor, then guess what? It won't go in your favor. Be grateful for this card, which is a reminder to believe in your dreams. So something you can say to attune to the moon this time is, I'm lucky. Remember, you are lucky. And additional meanings. So these are bullet points, and I find that some of them resonate more than others. So take note of which resonates more with you. First one is, miss this chance and it might not come back anytime soon. Next one, what happened may only happen once. So if you're reflecting on a past thing that seemed really, however you want to take that. Next one, the person you're inquiring about is a rare find. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. Right? It goes into nothing is impossible. It's a good place to be. It's a good place to be. Though that can be easier said than done. So if you need that, that's yours. This situation is unlikely to repeat, is the last one. So out of those, take what's yours, leave the rest. To summarize this teaching, there are usually 3 full moons between each equinox and solstice, and vice versa. Sometimes, though, we get 4 full moons in a single season. When that happens, the third of the season's 4 full moons is called a blue moon. At least that was the original definition of a blue moon. These days, it's popular to use the blue moon for the second full moon in any calendar month that has 2 full moons. So, we get a bonus moon. Seems impossible. What? How is that possible? Nothing is impossible when it comes to space. I love space. I love the moon. I love learning about different moons. But this is our moon, and we're grateful for her. And we're grateful for what she teaches us. And I'm grateful for you 3, especially for tuning in live with me and showing up and believing the impossible and believing there isn't any impossible, maybe. I am grateful for any of you who watch this later. Maybe you don't make it all the way to the end, but maybe you do. And I'm grateful for whatever you choose to watch, however you choose to support. If you found this useful in any way, if it was fun, go ahead and give me a like, subscribe, and will you will be notified when I go live again. I'll make sure to send another little I'm gonna try and get better at promoting each time, but it feels good to be back, to be able to stream with you on this glorious sunny day here in Portland. May you all have a beautiful rest of your Sunday and be kind to yourself as you sit with what you need to sit with and forgive who you need to forgive, even if that might be yourself. Ho'oponopono is one of my favorite Hawaiian words because there's some good songs around this, and the meaning is I love you, I forgive, or uh, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And it's just a beautiful, simple way to say all of those things in one word, and I think that's magical. Appreciation for that Hawaiian culture and all of you that joined. I'm sorry I didn't quite. I said I was going to finish that creative word and I didn't. My stomach started talking to me. And I think I've been on long enough. So, appreciate you all. Mwah. Until the next new moon. You too.